Well, it's going back to the regions. It sounds to me as though the regions are going to be multi-purposed and are going to some extent overlap. As you were describing the one that goes from the north all the way through to Bakersfield, and so are you optimistic about the future for these?
I'm basically an optimist in general.
Good.
And you know, I find there are a lot of people out there that want to find solutions and work on them. And as long as we've got that, and we've got some real smart people, we've got great research facilities, we've got a strong, stable government, we're going to work our way through this, I think. But I do think we need people to really understand that it's all about the collaboration. You know, the cities are not going to thrive without thriving working landscapes. And the working landscapes are not going to thrive without partnerships and collaborations with those cities. And to me, that's where I put a lot of energy, is just really trying to bridge those gaps, build those bridges. Because that's where I see our biggest problem, is just too many urban people don't think they need to support working landscapes and vice versa.
Right. Well, are there other states that are doing this better than California?
I wouldn't say there are states doing it better. There are regions within states doing some really interesting stuff. There's a big region in Ohio that's doing some great work on urban-rural. Well, you know, look at the granddaddy of them all, the New York City Upper Watershed Partnership. You know, New York City saved billions of dollars by investing in keeping all that agriculture healthy in their upper watershed. That's probably the case study everybody loves to point to.
Right.
Yeah. But there's a lot of smaller ones like that too out there. You know, Portland is doing some really fascinating work, Washington State. It's happening.
Utah even.
Utah's doing some really interesting stuff. Salt Lake City with their, what do they call it? Their, they have a name for their project that they're doing for the city and regionally, is really doing some cutting edge work. I was there last year meeting with some of them about it.
Interesting. And so are you bringing some of those ideas into California?
Absolutely. One of the beauties of the position I'm in now is that I represent California on Western states, regional and national meetings where we discuss, we share information basically. We have a lot of multi-state research projects, multi-state economic development type activities. We work really closely with entities like the Western Governors Association. And they're really key in making a lot of this larger regional, multi-state regional activity happen.
Now, do you see the new governor taking on leadership in the Governors Association?
I would hope so. I would hope so. Because one of the things I do like about Western Governors Association is that if you look at the Western states, they're a mix of red states and blue states and purple states. And in the 20 years I've worked with them, they really do try to take a nonpartisan approach to finding what are the key issues, how can we work together to find solutions. And you know, goodness knows in this day and age, we need more and more of this bipartisan, nonpartisan, collaborative type of work.
Right.
It's probably one of the things we need more than almost anything else.
Well, and with energy, with water, with broadband, all of those are regional, meaning multi-state.
They are multi-state.
And not
Well,
just
fires,
California.
Fires are
Yeah,
Western states.
you're right.
And some of the solutions we may find here might help Colorado, or Idaho may figure out something that we can make use of. I'm a big believer in not reinventing the wheel and duplicating what's already out there. You know, we have such a shortage of resources sometimes to deal with these challenges. We just really can't afford to keep wasting them through reinventing the wheel.